is Jessie, and typically I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. Today I'm doing a different type of video. I'm going to be showing you some baby items that we have bought and collected for our first child, which is due mid to late April. So currently right now I'm just about 35 weeks pregnant. I'm not sure when this video is going to be posted, but I'll try to post it pretty soon, I think. So yeah, we have been I have been collecting a bunch of different items that we need for baby because this is our first child. So yeah, different type of video. If it's not your thing, you don't have to watch it. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over. I've got some baby clothing, got some postpartum type stuff for myself, some diaper stuff, just some interesting things, not everything, but I thought it would be a good opportunity for some ASMR sounds. And yeah, if you are going to have a baby in your future, you might learn a thing or two. I cut my hair just earlier today, so it's shorter now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off first with the baby clothing category. So, this is not clothing per se, but my mom brought up some baby clothes that my sister and I wore when we were little. And this is one of the things she brought up there, these little pewter buttons. So I want to find some garment of clothing to take off some of the normal buttons and put on these really adorable pewter buttons. I don't know, something, but I just think they're so cute. It's a little bunny and a bear. So I thought that would be cute to go on a piece of clothing. So that's that. Okay, and then this is an adorable little baby hat that my aunt-in-law, is that a term? Aunt-in-law, my husband's aunt, knitted for us. So I just thought that was super duper cute. It's so little. So obviously this will be perfect for a newborn. But yeah, you see a lot of baby hats because I guess we need to keep their little head warm and their little hands warm and everything. They can't regulate their temperature very well when they're so young and little. So yeah, cute little hat. Okay, and then I just love these. These are not for newborns. They're for I don't know what age, honestly, a year probably. Can you see this? So basically it's little overalls that are made out of I don't know what to call this fabric, but yeah. So I know I wore these when I was little. I don't know if my sister did too, but yeah, I don't know where my parents got these, but these were my mom's my dad never bought clothes for us. I feel that's probably pretty normal, but there's probably some dads out there that do. Kudos to those dads. So yeah, super cute, super cute. And I should say we don't know the gender of our baby. We are keeping it a surprise. So all the clothes that we have gotten are kind of gender neutral looking, whatever. It's just a baby, right? But once we know the gender, I'll probably start buying slightly more gendered clothing, if it's a girl, I'm probably gonna buy obviously dresses, not only dresses, but dresses and just more frills and things like that, Okay, this is another article from my childhood that either me and my sister, who's a couple years this so cute. It's so cute. So first of all, it's like corduroy. The sleeves on the inside have got this cute pattern, and then it's got little heart buttons. So honestly, this is just like so dear. I don't know. Yeah, this like might be my favorite piece of baby clothing that I've seen, that I own now. So yeah, there's that one. I'm definitely going to save special baby clothes, like not all baby clothes, but I'm going to save some of the special baby clothes for my children growing up, for when they're growing up, and if they're having kids, hopefully one day. Okay, and then this is another piece from this is another piece that my mom brought up to me that I must have worn when I was little. Isn't this insane? I unfolded this and I was like, why is this so wide? It's so wide. It's like the Michelin baby. But yeah, isn't it cute? It's like this giant bubble suit. I think it really is for like, pretty young age, like 6 months or so, like, because it's not that big, it's just extremely wide, like crazy wide. But anyway, I thought this was cute. So yeah, there's that. Okay, and then next, this is another little baby. This is like for newborns. Like this is really like, I think 0 to 6 months, like no more. But like this is another piece that my mom brought up. Super cute. It's got, what is this? I don't know. I think that's like a cat. No, it's not a cat. What is that? It's got a tail. I honestly do not know. Do you guys know what that is? It looks like the littler creature is a mouse, but I don't know what the bigger creature is. But anyway, this is like super cute. It's obviously very feminine, so obviously it's gonna match more for like a little baby girl, but yeah, super cute. It's got snaps on the back side, and I wore this when I was really little, so like very special. Okay, so there's that. My parents I think they got most of their clothes for me and my sister, either from friends or just from like Goodwill. My parents are like very hippie, like they just don't, they like didn't buy a lot of new stuff, and they're not really like super into, I don't know, not like very consumeristic, I guess. Like I definitely enjoy buying things and like fashion and things like that way more than my parents. Okay, and then there's this one that my parents bought for me. This is for 6 to 12 months, so it's like a little bit bigger, as you can see, but isn't that so cute? It's got a little owl on it. This is like from a local market kind of near where they live, and they sell these like owl shirts, but like, yeah, I just thought that was so cute. Little owl onesie. So yeah, that is that. And then the only other piece of like clothing that I have to show you is, let me see. Gotta move this out of the way. Oh my gosh. Hold on a sec. These tiny little shoes. I mean, I don't know what ages this would be for, honestly. But it's a size. Oh, I don't know. It says on the sole 1, 2, 3 and ABC. So I don't even know what size this is, but these are from my mother-in-law. So either my husband or his brother wore these little shoes when they were young. So I thought they were really cute. Obviously they're like a little bit worn out already, might show this one. Like, I don't even know if I will wind up really using this, but this is like it's like a belly rub thing. Like, you like roll it on your belly, and I thought it would be good because after birth, I mean, I'm not gonna use this like right after birth, but basically, trying to get my stomach to kind of like heal and go back to normal, and just like get more toned and stuff, because obviously my belly is like huge and very stretched out right now. So I thought maybe this would be like an interesting kind of like way to massage and help it tone and all of that. I know a lot of women wear the like pelvic girdle a little bit, and maybe sometimes it's for like trying to like get their shape back, but also I've heard that you just feel like you need the support afterwards because you feel like everything just like changed so much, and you almost feel like you need to like hold everything together a little bit. So anyway, I think I might order a pelvic girdle too, but I don't know, I just thought this was an interesting idea, so I'll try it out, see if it appeals at all. Okay, and then my cousin-in-law gave me this. It is a nipple butter, and she said it saved her during breastfeeding. It smells really good. It's probably got a bunch of different oils in it. Olive, fruit oil, beeswax, cacao oil, cacao butter. That's what I'm smelling. It smells a little chocolatey. It's so nice. But anyway, obviously, your nipples can get kind of rough, from the breastfeeding, especially if your baby doesn't have the best latch or whatever. So I don't know. We will see how that goes. Obviously, my goal is to breastfeed, and I will do just about anything under the sun to try to make sure that that happens. I know it can be really hard though sometimes, so I'm hoping it'll be, I don't want to say effortless, but like fairly easy. Like for some moms it's obviously like way harder than other moms, but luckily I'm going to be taking the first few months off completely, and so it's going to make it way easier to establish that versus if I had to go back to work in like 4 weeks or something crazy. I don't know. So anyway, speaking of breastfeeding, we've also got these bottles, because the idea is that obviously right in the beginning I'm just going to be breastfeeding and like figuring that out, but let's say after a few weeks go by, I want to start doing a little bit of pumping and have my husband start doing some bottle feeding for 2 reasons. One, because I want him to also be able to feed the baby, because that would be crazy if like the only way the baby gets fed is me breastfeeding. Like, that's a lot of responsibility. It means that I can never be away from the baby, basically, unless we were going to use formula that I wouldn't do. As long as I'm producing milk, I wouldn't do formula. So basically, anyway, I want my husband to be able to help out with feeding. So, sorry. So if I pump, he can bottle feed. Also, I'm gonna go back to work after a couple, like 3 or 4 months, and so there's gonna be at least one day where I'm like working a full day, and some other days where I'm working a handful of hours at least, right? So I'm gonna go back to work kind of part-time. I work from home. I'm self-employed. So on those days, he's going to have to feed the baby. It's gonna like fit in with his work schedule, where like when he's off work, I'm working and things like that. So he's gonna have to feed the baby on those days. So that's why we've got these. These are glass bottles, which I wanted to get a glass bottle. I thought that would be a little better, not sling wrap. But basically, so you can wear your baby on you. I only bought one of these, but we also have a cloth like carrier that's a little bit more like fitted and structured, you know. So again, starting light, and then after a couple days go, you know, like a week or whatever goes by, we'll probably buy another few slings, to be honest. This one is just like a kind of cheap brand that I bought on Amazon. It's like nothing special, but yeah. I mean, ideally, I would buy like an organic cotton sling, or you know what I mean? But like, I try to buy better sometimes, and then sometimes I just kind of give up, you know what I mean? Like, you can't do everything perfectly. Well, you can, but we are choosing to not do everything perfectly because things can get a little expensive, and you know, you just can't control every variable anyway. So that's a little baby sling, because yeah, I'm excited to just wear the baby a lot. Like, my goal is to have the baby on me a lot of the time, like not all the time, but I know, you know, with infants, especially really young infants, like they just need the security of their mom especially, but also, you know, dad or whatever other regular caregivers. And yeah, they don't tend to do well with like being in a different room in the house for, oh, you know, like a long, you know, I'm just saying, basically baby wants to be close to their adult figures as much as possible, because I mean, it's obvious why. They're completely helpless. So to their completely undeveloped brain, if you are not there, they could literally die. And they don't know that, oh, you're just in a different room in the house and you'll be back in an hour while they nap. Like, they don't know that. So when they're really little, they just need a lot of contact and closeness. So my goal is to just like wear the baby a lot, either on my front or on my back or whatever, and then just do life. Like, obviously we're gonna have to, like, you know, do chores, and I'm gonna have to do, you know, work and things like that. And so I'm just gonna try to like get used to wearing the baby all the time while I'm doing normal life things, which is gonna be kind of hard. And obviously the baby is gonna need to breastfeed and get diaper changes and all of that, but you know, just hopefully figure that out. Okay, what else? So this is just like a, what you'd call like a kind of like a muslin blanket. Like, could either be used as like a swaddle or some other sort of burp cloth or something, you know, or like a cover for if I'm like breastfeeding in public. But I thought it was a really cute pattern. My cousin-in-law also got this for me, for us. Thought it was a cute pattern. And then this is a, you can't really tell, but it unfolds, and it is a crib mattress topper. So basically, like, it's waterproof, and you just put it on top of the mattress so that, like, if the baby, you know, if at night the baby leaks through their diaper or spits up or some sort of liquid or something gets on the mattress, this is protecting it. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of that, because like, man, yeah, it's gonna suck if like there's like poop or pee on the crib mattress, right? So I'm like, let's just like protect things ahead of time, you know. So what we're doing for our setup for sleep is we have a crib, and we're taking one of these side panels off on the long side, and then we're just going to bring the crib straight up to the bed so that the bed and the crib touch, and there's no there's no side of the crib, if that makes sense. Like, it's missing the fourth panel. So basically it's just like the crib is just becoming an extension of our bed. on the crib. I will be on the bed right next to baby, and then my husband will be next to me. So we'll just all be there on the bed with the crib combined. Does that make sense? So why I wanted to do that is because I do not want to. I'm trying to make everything as simple as possible. Well, one, I think it's way better for the baby to be right next to us while we're sleeping. I think that they will be much calmer and less upset versus if they were in a different part of the room, or certainly in a whole different part of the house. Like, that's just scary for a baby. And also, like, when I have to breastfeed in the middle of the night, I do not want to have to stand up and walk over to the crib. I just want to grab the baby who's like a foot or two away from me. So I just feel like it's a win-win for me and baby. So that's the hope. I hope that that'll work out. Okay, that's the plan. Okay. And then lastly, I've got a bunch of like diaper things that I thought would be kind of fun to show you. So first off, these are just disposable diapers. This is the newborn size, so yeah. Apparently, like, some babies come out so big that they don't even fit the newborn size, but I'm hoping that our baby won't be like that big. I feel like they might be like a little bigger, but I don't see why they would be like big, you know? But I actually did quite a bit of research on diapers and other baby products that, you know, some baby products can be a little more, they can have a little bit more potentially like harmful chemicals than others, right? I mean, I guess that's the case for everything, you know what I mean? But diapers feel like an important one for me, at least, to research, because it's like right up against your baby's genitals, and it's all like warm, and there's a lot of diapers have like, you know, different like bleaches and other chemicals in them, and then it's just like getting like absorbed into your baby, you know. So I tried to find I did some research trying to find like a brand that I thought was like pretty decent without being like insanely expensive. And so I went with this brand, which is called Diaper with a Y. So it's a little bit less toxic, is the idea. So there's that. And then these are baby wipes. And again, I tried to find a brand of baby wipes that had like pretty clean ingredients, because really all the different wipes have some different things besides water, I believe. So I wanted to pick one that was like, yeah, clean, a little bit better. So I went with this brand, Eco Wave. I watched a woman, she has a YouTube channel, and she is a toxicologist. She did like a whole series on different baby products, and like because she's a toxicologist, she like really went in depth. Like, she knows what all of these different compounds are, and she even like called up the brands, because a lot of times they don't fully list everything, or they're vague, and she would like call up brands and ask questions, and like a lot of times the brands wouldn't get back to her, which is kind of like a sign. If they're willing to just respond and tell you what's in their product, like, that's a good sign. It's transparent, right? So anyway, I totally forget her name or her channel, but you can maybe find it by googling like non-toxic baby products or something like that. I don't know, but that was really helpful. I think that's kind of why I made some of the choices I made based on her recommendations. So yeah, that is the baby wipes. Okay, and then next, so those are, yeah, I showed you disposable diapers. We are also husband, he has not really been a part of this process at all. Like I'm the one who's like buying all these products and stuff, which is like kind of a lot of effort on my part, but also I kind of want to be the one making the choices. Like I honestly feel like I'm gonna probably make a better choice than he is. Like I know that sounds kind of bad, but you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be the one who's like breastfeeding, and I'm gonna be the one who's doing all that, so I kind of want to be making the choices. So anyway, we are gonna try cloth diapering in addition to disposable diapers. The idea is that like when we're at home, we would do cloth diapers, and then like obviously when we're traveling, we'll do cloth diapers, or if we're just like super busy, we could do disposable diapers if we're traveling or super busy, or like right in the beginning we'll just do disposable diapers, because like I don't want to have to figure out cloth diapers on like the first night with my baby. But anyway, as you can see, this is a little oh my god, this is a cloth diaper, like a reusable diaper shell. It's waterproof, and basically the type of diaper that I went with, you have to like put in some sort of cloth liner into the diaper, and then you button it up on them. These ones are nice because they've got multiple different snaps, so it can like fit them when they're newborn. Like that would be the newborn size, and then as they grow, you can go out. This one happens to be a brand called Pooters. It's kind of a funny name. We'll get more diapers, but like we just started out with like a few of these shells to see how it'll go. And then in terms of the liners, I started off with buying two different types of liners. This one is it's like a bamboo charcoal liner. So you just put it in the shell like such, and then that catches the poop and pee. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty thick. I don't know. Well, hopefully it'll like do a decent job at absorbing, you know. I don't know. That's gonna be a whole world to figure out. This is the other liner type that I bought. This one is called a pre-fold because or is it? I don't know. I think it's called a pre-fold. Basically, it's this like sheet of like, this is like organic cotton or something, and then you just fold it and you put it in the diaper like that, and it absorbs. And these are supposed to be pretty absorbent, so we will see. I don't know. I'm sure we're gonna learn a lot on our diapering journey, you know. So, and like somehow, if we cannot figure out the cloth reusable diapers, like we can always just do disposable diapers. But the main two reasons that I want to try to do cloth diapers majority of the time, unless we're traveling or whatever, is because one, disposable diapers are extremely expensive. Like they really are, especially if I'm going to be buying a less toxic brand. They're not cheap. They are not cheap. So you can actually save a lot of money if you do cloth diapering. Two, I think it's probably better for, you know, in terms of like the potential chemicals and stuff. I think cloth diapering is probably a better way to go overall. I mean, obviously, if you're buying like a really clean brand of disposable diapers, that's better. But like, I don't know, it still seems like cloth diapering might be best for the health, you know, the baby's body. So that's my rationale with that. So hopefully we'll be able to work that out. Okay, and then two last random things. This is it's called a snot sucker, but basically, like, obviously babies can't blow their noses, so when they get sick and they have snot, they get, you know, really struggle to breathe through their nose, and it's actually like not safe, really very safe. So nose, and then there's this tube, and you suck the snot up. It obviously doesn't go all the way up into your mouth. It's this long tube, and there's like a little filter, but yeah. So that is the snot sucker. And then lastly, these are pacifiers. I'm not sure if we're gonna ever use these. These were gifted to me by my aunt-in-law because they like went along with the bottles. She also got us these bottles. It's the same brand, so it's like they're like the same shape as the bottle nipples. So I'm not sure if we're gonna wind up using pacifiers. Like, I know there's probably a debate out there. I know there's a debate out there about pacifiers. I haven't like really looked into it that much, so I don't have a strong opinion. But I think the idea is that like the pacifier obviously pacifies the baby. Like, you know, if they're upset, it gives them something to suck on that makes them feel almost like as if they're nursing, or, you know, it gives them that comfort. So understandably, it's a way to calm down your baby, but I think the other side of the debate would say like that it maybe creates like a habit or something that they rely on, you know, kind of, you could almost think of it like a baby addiction, I guess. I think that's what the other side of the debate would say. And so that like maybe it's best to not rely on something like a pacifier unless you feel like you really need it. But I don't know, like I said, I have not looked into this a lot, or if there like really is issues with using a pacifier, like if you do it too much, if it changes how their teeth come in or anything like that. I don't know. But so I don't know if we'll wind up using these, but like maybe we will. I'm not sure. I could see like if we did use a pacifier, it might just be in certain less common situations, like say if I'm driving into town to go grocery shopping and the baby's in the back seat farther away from me and like upset and crying, like I could see that might be a good example of when to use a pacifier. But I think like if you're just at home with your baby, obviously you might want to first try other ways of calming them versus just like popping a pacifier in. That's my hunch, but again, I don't know. So sorry, my throat is like kind of scratchy. So those are a bunch of different baby products. We got more products than that, but not a huge amount more. Like I kept everything pretty minimal, and then I'm just gonna plan on needing to buy more things and like duplicates of things, you know. So it's been kind of fun, a little bit stressful. It was a lot of research. I put hours and hours into researching all of this stuff, like the crib, the bottles, the diapers, this, that, so much, as you can imagine. I mean, I'm not saying you have to do that, but like, that's the sort of person I am. I'm not just gonna like go out and buy the first one I see. Like, I'm gonna try to buy the best one, and that's gonna take into account like how it functions. It's gonna take into account if it's like cleaner versus more toxic. It's gonna take into account the price. Like, it's gonna take into